Well, hello there, and welcome to A Film a Day with me, Jordan Woodley. First, admin. The next couple of videos, probably the next week, maybe more worth of videos, are going to be a bit rougher, and there's going to be quite some change. Again, it's one of those periods where, due to busyness and scheduling and travelling, it's going to be a lot more raw than the sort of consistency of my videos. Or how they've been over the last couple of weeks. So with that in mind, today's video is, I suppose, I have been talking for the last couple of months about the podcast I listen to, Fake Doctors, Real Friends, with Zach Braff and Donald Faison. And the fact that, I was a huge Scrubs fan growing up. Huge. It's one of my favourite sitcoms of all time. One of my favourite shows of all time. It was just at the exact age in which, growing up with it, I found some of the moments so important to me in terms of storytelling, crafting, and the line between comedy and drama. And so the fact that obviously I'm listening to this podcast, I'm getting to listen to these two leading actors sort of reflect and seeing their real world friendship, really makes me nostalgic for that for that period in my life through the lens of that show. And of course that means I've wanted to jump into a lot of the works that they've done outside of Scrubs. I mean, I've been talking since listening to it, starting it, about how I have wanted to watch Garden State, which is something on my list, but I'm in relation to sort of choosing projects and choosing films, I try to sort of make sure it's, I'm not spending too much money on it, and so obviously I vary depending on what platforms are available and what content is available. Now, quite by chance, of course, the Zach Braff's latest feature has appeared on BBC iPlayer, and so I thought it was the opportune moment to look at his directorial style and, of course, enjoy a film that has a really strong leading cast, which is the film Going Out in Style. And it's unfortunate, I suppose, because there is nothing particularly wrong with this film. This is an incredibly competent, I might say, film. You've got some real heavy hitters here: Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine. This is cream of the crop actors, and therefore, and with a narrative that isn't, overly complicated. It is a straightforward heist film's not quite right, like light crime comedy. And so the unfortunate side of it is the fact that, though it's competent, it is a little unremarkable. It very much feels like a film that the style that I think I've referred to before as the Sunday afternoon easy watch film. I was talking to producer wife Helen about it, and she said that there is a slang or colloquial term for these sorts of films, which are called grey pound, which are films that are tailored towards an older generation, partly because the main characters tend to be of an older generation, and there is something about it which is not fluffy per se, but easy watching. It's not particularly challenging. It's not subverting. It's not rewriting the book on storytelling. It is an easy watch, and there is nothing wrong with that. But of course, from my perspective, there is that sense that it is. There's nothing particularly exciting within it. You've got like Michael Caine, who very much is, of course, this is a sort of a cyclical loop back to the Italian job, and you really get that sense of an actor who's almost circling his greatest hits to go, okay, I'm going to refer back to, where my career started as I'm at this sort of, at the twilight of my career. And of course he walks it so easily. And as sort of, quote unquote, the lead, although it is ensemble, he easily plays that sort of person who's, it's just in the same way that he likes to play sort of the Harry Brown type character, where it is an older person, but they are no less competent. Yeah, there are things about them that are possibly slower, less adept, but they're the characters he plays, minds are still sharp, and they are still good at what they do. And in this case, he is, at least he becomes very adept at planning a bank heist, or bank robbery. Sorry, it's not a heist at all. I keep saying heist. And like I say, it is a comedy. It's not a drama about it. And of course, you've got that sort of cheeky, chappy aspect to it. And he and Morgan Freeman and the other actor's name's completely gone up my head. I want to say Aaron Armand or something. The three of them are incredibly, a good trio. And again, it's like being in the company of three very nice older men who can easily talk through a drama like this, where they've got chemistry, they've got sort of witty repartee, and obviously you want to see them succeed in their objective. And of course it's about age, and it's about the idea of older people wanting to prepare for the future generations, seeing the flaws in society. It is not without subtext and themes. It's just there's not anything new about those themes. There's nothing about the film. It's not an out and out comedy, so it's not satirizing anything. But as a drama, it's also not really challenging. It's not presenting a new perspective on something. It is reiterating a perspective about banks and the idea of sometimes, societally, when the system seems unjust, perhaps a criminal is more of a hero than the system itself, or the people enforcing the system, like the cop who's trying to catch them. And that's a very standard Robin Hood structuring. And that's fine. It's like I say, none of this is bad. I think it's frustrating because it is... There's nothing particularly bad about it. It is just, like I said, competent, very conventional, and it just doesn't leave a great impression. It's not these actors at their peak. It's not them giving these great performances. It's very much them easily walking through a ensemble film that just you can see them almost knowing, walking the steps of performances that they've done before. And like I said, they do have good chemistry, so it's not like you like it feels wooden or mechanical, but it just, like I say, it's challenging. It's because it just doesn't leave a strong enough impression. That being said, what I say about Grey Pound films and the idea of films tailored to older people, about older people, doesn't mean that that's the definition. There are many films that are about older generations that are incredibly interesting and complex, thematically complex films, and rich with storytelling. But this is sort of the definition of one that is not, where it is just something that is perfectly acceptable to watch on a Sunday afternoon. And like I say, that's a shame, because I really, really wanted to jump in and find a direct, with Zach Braff, I wanted to find out that he was this, hidden gem director who, of course, on some degree is still developing his craft. This is sort of his biggest, or biggest sort of star leading film. And I understand that Garden State is quite beloved, and I do look forward to it. And of course, he's going to go on, and of course, we'll get more of a sense of voice from him. It just, I suppose, one of the challenges is doesn't feel like I didn't identify a voice within this film, and I think that's where I was struggling. You know, as in, except for the fact that I knew it was directed by Zach Braff, there was no identifiable features that would make me go, I am starting to get a sense of what a Zach Braff film would look like. And maybe as he makes more films going forward, I'll look back at this and see those monikers, but right now, it just doesn't leave an impression on me. That's a shame. Anyway, thank you for joining me. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment below and share the video, because it's all helping the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell to get notifications of when new videos are uploaded. Check out my back catalogue of over 250 videos, and follow me on Twitter at Jordan_Woodley, where I tweet about TV shows and films, and I share these videos once they're uploaded to YouTube, either the day of or the day after. Thank you for joining me. Take care.